What's up, meta nerds? Today's video is going to be all about Perestroika sabotage droids. You might know them as buzz droids. Another awesome droid that came out of the prequels, consistently used by the CIS throughout the movies and the Clone Wars TV shows. These little buggers could wreak havoc upon entire squadrons of starfighters. These things would explode onto the battlefield via Discord missiles fired by droid tri-fighters and vulture droids as well. Once released, they could use little maneuvering jets that helped them position themselves while still being in their sphere. Once near an enemy target, they could emerge from their protective sphere and attach themselves to the ship via magnetic legs. To make sure that they could get past shields, their outer shell was coated in a type of metal which allowed the heat to dissipate and kind of move over the surface of the buzz droid. Once secure and on the surface of an enemy ship, it could use little chattering noises to communicate with other buzz droids to make sure that they all coordinated their efforts to tear up all the most important parts of that enemy ship. And the buzz droid was definitely well equipped to get the job done. Each droid had one big main eye in the center, and two additional eyes to help with its spatial awareness. It had an X-ray sensor and an extendable probe capable of invading a computer system on a ship. On top of this, it had a tiny detonator which was primed for self-destruction. Its actual armament included drill heads, plasma cutting torches, circular saws, prying hooks, and just little annoying pincer arms for ripping up all those wires. Now, it's interesting to point out their history. They were made by the colicoid, that same insectoid species that made the droideka. And if you put them side by side, you can see a lot of similarities. They both deploy from a spherical state, something that the colicoids themselves did. They would roll around in balls for traveling. The little spindly insectoid legs, and even the theme of the multiple eyes and central red eye. I think it's pretty cool that you can tell just by the design that these are both made by the same species. And I know I am definitely a fan of the colicoid aesthetic. Some interesting facts about these guys are, one is that R2-D2 discovered that if you can hit that central eye with an electrical burst, you effectively disable it. Their only real flaw is that they weren't very strong, but since they were deployed in large groups, it didn't really matter. I'm sure these droids would have done just fine on their own, but Darth Sidious made sure that they had a huge advantage. Not to spoil anything for those young Star Wars fans out there, but let's just say Darth Sidious had some access to a lot of Republic files, and he made sure that design schematics for Republic starfighters fell into the hands of the Separatist army. I think that's a crazy fact, and once I learned it, it really put a different spin on all those times you see buzz droids in the movies and in the Clone Wars TV show. There are tons of times where these droids almost kill Obi-Wan and Anakin. Not too much behind the scenes facts here, just that in the Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith video game, they played around with the idea that there would be a buzz droid generator, a mobile machine that would constantly pump out buzz droids. They had concept art for it, but it was never included. And this is kind of funny, in the LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga video game, buzz droids are a playable character, and you just smack stuff with your circular saw. That's all for these guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about buzz droids in the comments below. Did I miss any cool facts? And tell me what videos you want to see next. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more Star Wars content. And remember, may the Force be with you, always.